Here we are back again. Our time
For one last
rapidly.
time this year.
Yeah, one last time this year. SAC 3
Random.
nominations have closed. The 5 council members were elected, and right now the nominees have become candidates, are going through the agreements signing process and all the invitations needed to start the transition. Our term will end in less than a month, and SAC 3 term will begin officially the morning of the 12th. UTC. Here are all the winners. Winston, Morango, Jith, Emperor, Lanzer. And I don't exactly understand the STV thing over here on the right, but looks like Emperor, you got a lot of stuff. A lot of votes. Right up there with
So
Yeah,
the
Winston.
there's a
first,
bunch of there.
yeah,
I
the
think that
first bar
means
on the left side, those bars are the first vote, the people that rank you first. And then once the people start going over the quota, which is the minimum you need to reach to be elected, those exit votes go for the second option that those people voted, and they get redistributed. And then if one person gets eliminated, those votes get redistributed against, among the ones that are still playing. And that's how it goes until all the rank votes are used.
Okay.
so. Even if Emperor was like number 5 on the average list, if he was consistently in every single person's, number 5, he actually just crushes it via STV at the end.
Yeah,
So
nicely done.
it's really a measure of who got the most uh, votes where they were on everybody's ballot, I guess.
The will of the
In this
people.
case, in this case, this was a total waste of time because there was only 6 candidates. So 5 out of 6, just one eliminated, that's it, boom. But this comes really handy when you have, 12, 14 candidates for 5 seats. That's when it gets really interesting because no vote gets wasted unless it's purposely not selected to be burned.
Right.
I think that's what all of the extra in mine. I don't think people voted for all 6 candidates, and the rest of their votes got burned. If I'm correct.
Yeah, in the article that I did, you were the most voted second. So a lot of people, a lot of candidates got more first rank votes, but everyone wanted you in their council. So that was really good.
Yeah, and I just posted a link to Drum's article that he wrote as a community member. He actually posted it in his PIP idea Medium article. I would suggest people go read it. It was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then Bohemian just posted his own thing in his own chart in
Analysis,
the chat as well. Yeah, elections are done. Here we go.
Congratulations to the 5 winners. And Atlas Freaks, thank you very much for putting your name in the hat. So as a reminder to our nominees who are now official candidates, this month, the rest of this month and up to January 11th, you are gaining access. You're mostly observing and just kind of watching how we do things. And then it'll be your turn to take over on January 12th. Okay, this article still must be a lot in it. There we go. The paradox of no choice. Oh my gosh. Carlitos. Contested. Okay, fine. Nice, cool looking stuff, though.
Yeah, give it a good read later. You did a nice job.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. Treasury tracker. I'm just going to go straight to Evi. Take a look at the treasury. It's gone down 51,000. So we're now sitting at 746. So there must be a payment made of some kind.
Yep, we paid Rogue Data Hub.
Okay. And ecosystem fund went down about $2,000. That looks like volatility.
Oh. Yeah, ecosystem fund had to pay out the DAO treasury. I don't know, just volunteer.
Yeah, the main fault is volatility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're sitting at 746,000 in the treasury. and 58,000 in the ecosystem fund. Interesting. So there must have been a lot of payments made then for it to go down that high or that far.
We only had the one payment.
All right. No action on the pip tracker.
No, because the next votings are happening next year.
Yeah. I was hoping we could get it in, but yeah, after the back and forth, yeah, I agree. Let's just wait till next year.
No, because everyone is taking a break starting today, so there's not going to be anyone around, so it makes no sense to do that.
And pip 24, I don't have a record of that passing. That passed, right?
Yeah.
Well, I need to update then. So pip 24. Oh, yes, I did. I did do that. Okay, cool. All right, so we're all caught up now. Pip accounting spreadsheet, is that anything new there?
Yeah.
Yes, I actually was doing a lot of updates because that had been left out since PIP 19, I believe.
Okay.
So I put a bunch of more things. There's still missing information. I know that we already set a second multi-sig wallet, if I'm not wrong, is for DAOcaster. So that information is not there. Then if you scroll a little bit to the bottom of this, I did a short balance of what we paid in Atlas, and that's not counting the one that we got the money back, and that's not counting the one that is in process right now by Rock Data Hub, or the one I'm missing, the multi-sig I'm missing that I think is DAOcasters.
Gotcha. Jith, would you mind going on mute? You're giving feedback.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so for our quad, all right, how am I breaking this one apart, Emperor? We paid Rogue Data Hub.
Yep. So payment went out.
Did we pay already, Emperor? Or are we still waiting for the transaction to pass?
Nope, it went through. That's what that message I sent
yesterday.
I'm not sure
I
when
missed it.
Went through. It's under his thread.
Okay.
We paid from the ecosystem fund.
Yeah, yesterday at 9:40, I sent Soulwalker the transaction.
Okay, so awesome. So I'll update that on the accounting.
This one here, I see it now. 7.3 million Atlas.
Yep.
All right. Cool. So it was the 19th then.
Yeah.
Paid Big Data Hub 7.3 million Atlas. Is that their final payment?
Oh yes, I remember now, Emperor, because we were talking about the
volatility.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's one of the achievements, and then Rum updated the knowledge base. I don't know if we want to go over that later. We probably should.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Was this the final payment?
No, that's the first one.
Payment. It's their first
payment. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and I'm not completely clear, Emperor, how many payments we ended up agreeing, because we suggested 3 at some point. Lord suggested 1 every month, and then I don't remember what was the final. I think it was 3.
Yeah,
or
we
2,
have it on
but we will see.
On the agenda to talk about later.
Okay.
That was PIP 21. Okay. Now what's this next one? Updated. Not updated base. Okay, got it.
Yep.
When did we update
and
that?
We need to.
I did that this week. I think 2 days ago, maybe.
2 days ago. All right.
I had a meeting with Winston and Morango that I was showing them the knowledge base, and after they left, I was already there, so I just sat down and caught up with it, because I had been promising that I was going to update that for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think I looked at it and it looked all good to me. I think I concurred.
Yeah, it's basically whatever we agreed upon. That the ideal is not to give upfront payments. If it's one milestone, all payments need to be preceded by a milestone that is verifiable. If it's one milestone, it's at the end that we pay. If if you need an upfront payment, it shouldn't be more than 25%, and then you should have at least 3 milestones
Yeah.
during the PIP to spread the payments. And I also put a note there that this is flexible on case by case, because obviously we don't know what ideas are going to come, what the prices are going to be, and we need to remain a little bit flexible, because this is, after all, these are our own rules too before we recommend the PIPs.
Okay. Cool. All right. What else we have?
I was looking
What
through
is
those
the
notes.
U?
We talked about that for like a month and a half.
Okay. There's
Yeah,
a
we
random
did.
letter U here. Does that mean something?
No.
Okay. Ecom report. What do we have to do with that?
Drum put together a bunch of information that he gave to. Who'd you give that to? We gave it to
I gave that to
Santi.
Santi. Chris was putting together the economic report, and they asked if we had a total amounts of what we granted this year. So that's why I updated the thing and sent them some numbers.
What did you end up using? Just that, or did you use the dashboard as well?
No, I used the atlas that we have disbursed
Okay.
by
Under the
with
PIP
PIPs.
accounting spreadsheet.
And yeah, I also gave them the accounting spreadsheet just in case he needed more detail, and I also detailed the payment to the foundation.
Okay. Can someone link me where that ecom report is?
It hasn't been published, I think.
Okay. And is it like a quarterly
Yeah, it
thing, an
has.
annual?
Yeah. Where did he publish that? I'll find it and give it to you.
Okay. Is it like a quarterly thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Didn't he put it out? Where is it?
I understood he was
There it
working
is.
on it.
Yeah, it's right
And we
here.
submitted
He
that to
posted it
them.
yesterday at 1.
When did we
Oh,
submit
nice.
that information to them?
2 nights ago.
2 days ago. Yeah.
Nice. A lot of 2 days ago things. Sounds good. All right. Arena
I'm
is
gonna
live.
post.
What did
We're
we have
always
to do with that?
grinding, Lancer. We're always grinding.
Yeah.
I put the link in this chat in the office, the DAO Council office chat under minor announcements. That's the econ report. We just we had a small portion of it.
I see now. Thank you.
Yep. What was the next thing?
Oh, the next thing was the arena.
Yeah, Signal. He put that out. When did you do that, Signal?
We put it out the morning of the town hall, so Wednesday.
Oh, the Iris Bounty arena. I thought you were talking about like the star, the ship arena thing in the UE5.
No.
Yeah, I already digged all that information for the PIP accounting page if you want to take that. You have dates there.
And that was done by Signal in the announcements channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We've got one entry already.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh yeah, I know which one that is.
Nice.
Yeah. It was ours. I see ours. It was the
Ooh.
Super Phoenix one.
While we're talking about that, under DAO links, we put that under DAO links somewhere.
The Iris Bounty
And
link.
we have never mind.
Iris Bounty arena.
It's already there.
Yeah.
It does say not yet available.
Oh, then I just need to change the wording. Okay.
And
Yeah,
probably
I can do
link
that.
the form, and we'll have to link the submission form.
Yeah, I got you. No problem. December 17th. Nice Signal. Okay. Published announcements for Iris Bounty Arena. So what was that? PIP number 22. PIP 22 Arena open for submissions. All right, and then Dowcaster nominations. What's up with
Yeah,
that?
that closed.
Did that close?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if that's an achievement.
13 candidates, and we're gonna have the election when we get back after the holidays.
How many?
13.
13?
Yeah.
Yes. Isn't that awesome?
Did way better than council.
Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
It's only 3 months though, and it's paid.
Yeah.
It's probably the best example we have that, paying people wouldn't make any difference. We create a paid position and it gets twice as many applicants
Yeah.
as council
When did
does.
that happen? When that closed?
About a week and a half ago.
Week and a half. All right. So then I'll just say the 12th then. So nominations closed for PIP 20. Now casters with 13 nominees.
Correct.
All right. Transition work. Right, we started
Yeah,
transition. Is that the accomplishment?
Yep, we've started transition work. So we have our own channel for the SAC 3 because we still don't have them.
Yeah, this has been slower than we foresaw, and I was actually talking with Emperor about it earlier.
Okay.
I think next council needs to plan better the transition and start working on it before we started this time. Because if it coincides with any release or activity by the team, everything gets delayed so much. We've been waiting now a few days to give them access to Discord just to start transitioning in there, and we haven't been able to. And now everyone is going on vacation today, so.
Oh, so we're talking a delay with the team being able to execute on.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. About to say we planned this thing out months ago.
No, we did. It's just try to get those permissions and those things ironed out before the election is over. So as soon as it's over, we can start pushing for it. Because it's taking a lot more time. Well, the thing is that the first two elections, the team did a lot of stuff that we didn't. It's not that we didn't know about, but we didn't have to do. This time, we started realizing, hey, what's going on with this? This is not going on. Okay, I guess we have to do it. And we have been doing everything by remembering all the stuff that was implemented on the last one and making a few things different. But yeah, it's been... we're just going to make sure that we understand that we need to plan the whole thing from A to C from now on.
Okay. Got it.
And warn the team with time. We're going to need these people to get this access this day, and then just pressure on that, and it should be easier that way.
Okay. All right. Any other accomplishments we need to note?
I don't think that's all the ones that I could remember. Do you remember anything else, Signal or Drum?
No, on my side, I'd advanced those two things, and most of the stuff had been stay in conversation with the new council people and already brainstorming about stuff. We went and already went over the knowledge base a little bit. There's a lot of that is going to be all the administrative part of that's going to be done in January. That Emperor and Wisdom and I are going to sit down to transfer those emails and that stuff.
Are we going to be able to do the top up?
January.
Yes. January. We decided that it was going to be left until the beginning of the year. So we start with a fresh quarter.
Got it. All right. Sounds good. Cool. Okay.
And that is going to help. I think that's going to increase because even though the value of the vault is going down, it's not because there's less Atlas in it.
Got it.
So the price of Atlas will keep increasing on those PIP, which doesn't reflect right now on the value of them, but with a little change in the market that is never going one direction only, it should benefit. So that's good.
Sounds good. All right. Before I get into today, I realized I did not ask y'all about last meeting. Give me like a one sentence thing. What did y'all go over?
Yes.
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 I don't even remember I was sitting in a car outside of a birthday party.
Did you talk about pips? About transitioning?
No, we didn't really talk about. Dude, I can't remember. Do you remember Signal?
What happened?
He blacked
Last
out.
week? Do
What
you
did
remember
we
what we
touch
talked
last
about
week?
last week?
We talk a lot about the transition.
Okay.
That was just about it. We went through the recent election, closing out, preparing for transition, things that the council had to do. And then we took like a couple of open debate topics, right? About like the ecosystem cap. We were talking about whether or not it should be dynamic or we should create amendments to it. We pretty much filled a bunch of time with kind of more open discussions about DAO topics.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Good enough.
Yep, that's good
Yeah, it
enough.
was one of those fireside council meetings.
Yeah. Fireside Council.
It was a
I
good
like
one.
those. Those are really fun to listen to. Did it
They
last the
are.
whole hour?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Look at that. And were there like more or less than 10 people who showed up in the Discord?
I'd say less.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
No, and between the council and the community, yes, total at around 10. There was like 4 or 5 people around, I
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
For like
Sounds good.
audience, it's probably what we got right now, which is roughly 6.
Gotcha. All right. Now for today, Emperor had a whole bunch of stuff. So let's just start it. General updates. Hit us.
So PG's PIP, the Star Seekers, went over that with kind of back and forth. And correct me if I'm wrong, Drum. He's gonna hold off until next year, and he's gonna split it into 2. Is that kind of
Yeah, so basically when he wrote the PIP, the time he did the draft, the value of the Atlas cap was higher, and he put that value on the PIP, but that PIP hasn't go to voting. So before we send it to voting, we reach out and we let him know, like, hey, those $7,000 now are like, 4,000 or 5,000. So just to make sure that you understand that we cannot give you more than the cap because this hasn't been voted. Once it has been voted, sometimes we try to honor as long as Automata is with it. But this time we said that, and we said, like, we recommend you to wait just to the beginning of the year because it's the holiday season, and who knows, the market might improve a little bit and put you in a better position. Or otherwise, you could split it. If you still need more money, you could split it in 2 pips. And then he brought information that maybe he can do that because he wants to also add a bunch of stuff of the app on Android. So that's the status of that. That is ready to go, but we advise him to hold on because the value is a little lower than what he was expecting, and he agreed.
So that's
Gotcha.
something SAC 3 is going to have to deal with. So I think Marango and Jit are here. We're going to have to pick that up. Probably one of the very first things.
Okay. On it. Hold off until 2026 and then split into 2 pips to address. That was to address the cap issue.
Yeah. And also we advise him to wait because we're gonna do the refill on the cap, so that might also help him a little bit.
Yeah.
Even if he decides to do it in
The
one,
top up.
because it's just tricky. If it's tricky to win 1 vote, it's trickier to win 2.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. All right. Next one,
Unless they
Alice.
have you on their side, Lancer.
Yeah. Gosh darn it, Carlitos. All right, what's going on with Alice? Who is Alice?
So Alice in crypto. I can't remember where she's from, somewhere in Asia. So Aniko GameFi got a hold of Siggy, and Siggy got a hold of me regarding the DAOcaster nominations. they were wanting to inform us, would you please let the DAO know it's Alice Angels, Alice in crypto, Alice Angels. They can put it in as Aniko and Alice's Angels, 9 of us together for the price of one. So I've been in contact with Alice, but does that make sense to you, Signal, the Aniko GameFi?
Yes, and I think it's tough just because we didn't really set ourselves up for 9 people. We're gonna run for 1 seat under the system, but yeah, the only reason I tagged Nico was the Angels didn't seem to have any kind of Discord tag, and I wanted every candidate to at least be Discord identifiable.
So we're gonna treat it as one seat.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they're called Alice's Angels.
Yeah.
All right. And these Alice's Angels are a group of 9 content creators.
Correct.
Okay.
And also,
Got
it's a
it.
little bit going to be on them and how they campaign to make that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Sure.
keep in mind that in Thailand, those tokens are going to go a longer way.
Yeah. I got you. So Alice's Angels are 9 content creators. They're running as 1 seat. Okay.
I don't know why I say Thailand. I'm not sure where it is, by the way. I'm sorry about that. But I know.
I was just going with it.
Yeah, let's just go with
I
it.
know it goes.
If not, that's where they are now.
I'm just an ignorant
No.
American, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Bunch of ignorant Americans and 1 Venezuelan who is not Mexican.
That is correct. You're advancing.
All right. Hammerhead's Pip. Hammerhead. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Hammerhead. Still waiting to tell me he's done, right?
I believe he's done. That's why I put it on here, because I couldn't exactly remember.
Oh,
That wasn't
all right,
really
let me
my
go check.
wheelhouse.
That was the Veo one, right?
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
the
I'm looking
videos,
at
yeah.
it. He said December 14th. What's the status?
I think he's waiting on us.
Hammerhead asked me, does it look better? And dang it, I didn't respond. Okay. Oh, shoot. All right, I have to... Yeah, I will respond. It's in our court. Just a few more edits. What do we need him to edit? I said, thanks, can you
honestly,
look at the highlighted sentence? Oh, because
Yeah.
the timeline didn't make any sense. Let me put it this way. It wasn't broken out like we wanted it to. It was still sentences that didn't really math. So I
Right.
needed him to create it to where I could put it in the markdown correctly. So let's take a look, see what if he did that. We're looking at the timeline section. And he says payment will be split into 2 parts. There's no, it didn't really change. Season 4 will have 7 episodes and 21 shorts dispersed in a 7-week run. Every single week, you'll get 3 shorts and 1 full episode. Okay, now that works. That's what I needed. Break period is 1 month. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I think he's saying he's going to give himself 1 month off. Okay.
Don't know. That's
Hammer,
why I needed
that's what I'm talking about. It's got to be really, really clear. What are you delivering? Because right now you're giving us sentences on what you're going to do and when. We need a schedule. That's what I'm looking for.
We might need to have
I personally don't think it's ready still because that timeline is just like a narrative explanation. It's not really
right.
That's just my opinion, but I'm gonna put it in the chat so that y'all can see what it is I'm referencing, and then you just give me like a thumbs up, thumbs down if y'all agree or if you think we should just push. So here,
It's
this
not-
right here.
Let me copy here. Let me put in the chat what the
this is the
timeline
timeline.
is supposed to be now. Oh, is that what you grab?
Yeah,
This is the
that's what I
update
just
that
posted.
I did that also touches on the.
Okay, so I just posted the timeline in both the chat and in his Veo 3. I don't think that that's a real
Look at the
timeline.
updated one in chat, Lancer, that I just copied there.
What did you what is this?
That's the updated that also touches on about payments and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what you put in the knowledge base?
Yes, that's what is already now merged in the knowledge base. I just pasted it in
Okay,
our
cool.
chat.
All right, I'm gonna copy this and put hammer. So does anyone disagree that what the image I posted is not what we're looking for yet? We need a little bit. We need it spelled out. What day? What is he delivering?
Yeah, I agree.
Carlos, do you disagree
Yeah,
or
I
agree?
agree. No, I agree.
Okay, Signal.
I agree.
Signal agrees.
Okay. All right. I'm really, really sorry, Hammer, that I did not respond to you until now. I will do it right now so that you will have the input. Please.
But this is good because the voting was not happening right now, and now he has a break that he can update all those things.
Okay.
It was important that he got the feedback now. Is what
Yeah.
I mean.
Apologies for the delayed response. Please rework this section timeline to conform to a more specific timeline. Dang it. Let's put schedule. Schedule of what months you'll be delivering. The narrative sentence format makes it difficult to know when things are being delivered so that we can cross-check that against your publish dates so that we have the necessary evidence to send payment. Like that's what it's all about. Is we need to check stuff to make sure that what you say you're delivering, you delivered, and then we check box, yep, you delivered it, and we send payment. We can't send payment if we don't know what we're checking against. And I don't feel confident that I can look at what you delivered, Hammerhead, and then concur with the team that payment can be made. So I just put it in. I put that in just now, and I'll copy the link here in our DAO Council chat, and then I added them. Our
Good.
feedback
Aquí.
from SAC2 meeting today.
Joder.
Okay, there we go.
We
Thank you,
We have a
Hammerhead.
code.
Thank you, and apologies that it took me a little bit longer to get back to you. And so Lanzer responded in pip draft with request for timeline section correction. And there we go.
bingo.
Bingo bango. And this is why we do council meetings, everyone, so you can put me on blast and everyone else put us on the hook to do stuff.
Yeah, Lance. What the heck, man.
Heck yeah. I don't feel a bit bad about doing that as long as we're just moving forward. All right, what else? Other pips?
I don't think there was any other pips we needed updates. Who were we waiting on for that AI
The TLDR thing?
integration?
The Theo?
No.
Yep.
Yeah, John Ennis, right?
We were waiting for Discord access for John Enos. We requested it. I don't know that it was ever granted.
All right, so what are we waiting on again? Let me write it down.
Updates.
And the John Enos guy responded to us saying he wanted to respond to Discord and talk about it.
¿Dónde
And
está?
he wasn't able to.
Then there's, can you go on mute? All right, so the Theo pip, we need who to do what?
Santi.
We
need updates.
Star Atlas
We need
team
updates. We're past the deadlines, and we still owe him, by the way, half of the BIP. So on that side, that's good.
Okay, so we need the Star Atlas team to give Discord permissions to the pip authors so that we can then confirm payment.
Well, no, get updates and see the status because it's not. We're still waiting.
And all this is so the pip author can have updates, right?
So he can get.
We can have updates from him, yeah.
We can. Okay. For SAC2 to receive pip updates, right? I guess couldn't we just use his PIP and the voting section?
He doesn't have access at all.
That's his
He doesn't
point.
have
Yeah.
access at all. What is he banned? Did he get
Well, no, it's the
signaled?
governance section. Remember, you have to verify to be. For some reason, we still have this rule that you have to verify one police to be in the governance section, which is a filter I strongly believe the next council should remove
Oh,
to avoid all this madness, because this is just
so he doesn't have one
adds to
police.
unnecessary stuff that we don't need to. I don't
Probably
think we're
because
solving any problem with that filter anyway.
we haven't paid him yet, so he doesn't have any police yet. It's a chicken and egg right
No.
there.
He was in here, but now he's not. So it's something to do with Discord and
Okay.
that stuff. That's what else we talked about last week. We talked about that for quite a while.
Oh yeah, we
Okay.
talked about that last week a lot.
Okay, so if we don't get those updates, then we can't send payment, right?
No, well, yeah. The second payment is when he's finished. He's not finished, but we don't know where he is because we haven't been
Right.
able to talk to him.
And we're not gonna pay him until we get those updates, right?
No, of course not.
Okay.
But we are way past the.
Okay.
We're way past the deadlines. So
Got it.
that's something that probably the next council also needs to address, how to find a way to correct those, because those timelines they put in the pips have never been followed at all.
Got it. Okay. All right. I think we're done with general updates.
Mm-hmm.
Emperor, you want to do slippage and future budget? Yes.
I'm trying to figure out what's most important.
Okay.
We should probably talk about and you guys correct me if I'm wrong. So I had the Rogue Data Hub, like the slippage and future payments that ties into the Atlas cap on
Yeah.
PIPs that we need to talk about. Then if we have time, we can talk about setting up the Discord system for the feast and the arena for SAC 3 to be able to navigate it.
That
I'd
sounds
like
a
your guys'
quick
input on
conversation.
it. Yeah, before. But then we can go over meeting time, start over with new minutes.
Meeting times
We need to
for who?
for SAC 3. We don't have to talk
Oh.
about that at this meeting.
Can't
Same
we
thing with
let them do that though? Like in our SAC 3 channel?
well, that would be nice if they and we don't necessarily have to go over it, but
Okay.
we do have to figure out our meeting times.
Yeah, I was gonna post a timeful, like a little availability thing in our SAC 3. I just hadn't gotten to it yet, and then see when everyone wants to meet. Because maybe we don't want to meet at the same time, or maybe everyone's just really opposed to doing it at all. I haven't even asked, but I didn't want to
Right.
assume.
Yeah, that's why I put it on there.
Okay,
But it's
that's
not
fair.
necessarily
That's
something
fair.
we have to talk about.
I will post that in the SAC 3 chat that we have going, and then we'll get everyone's availability.
Yeah. Do we need to go over this knowledge base update on air?
I don't feel like we do.
That
'Cause I
way,
concur. Do y'all already concur?
well, we concur, but the community doesn't know anything about it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
Maybe
was muted.
Carlos should write an article. How about that?
Do we need to go over the knowledge base? What
Only if you want to.
I think if we could do it really quick, I think it would be
Yeah,
better
it's
that
quick.
way
It's
on
it's
record.
quick.
Okay. So really
Okay.
the agenda is I don't know. Let's start with the knowledge base.
All
Where am
right,
I going?
so go to creating a proposal.
Down here? This one?
Yeah. And then in part 7, in section 7, I adapted the that's not that's not updated. Can you do a
Okay.
hard refresh?
This is a hard refresh.
There you go.
Okay. So there we are.
So it's
Then
very similar to what it had, but I added the payment schedule there on the point number 4.
this one.
Yeah, in that section, I did that. And then I added a note at the end as well.
Got it.
And then if you go to the next section, the PIP requirements, then here, which is where this is the section where we have put in the past other rules here on the point number 6, I changed it. I added that didn't exist.
Minimum of 3 milestones required for any upfront payment, maximum of 25%. Yeah, that's what we talked about. Okay. This one here, milestone spacing, at least 1 month between payment milestones. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, we
right.
had talked
That's
about
right.
it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, good to go. Cool. Well, there you go, everybody. I'm
So,
gonna put this link in the chat so you all can see it too. What we're talking about.
so Bohemian is asking in the chat, when will these new payment rules and others become effective?
Immediately.
Well, they have been effective. We have already been considering all this because this is just the lessons learned from our work this year. So we already had these discussions and we're implementing that. We're just now making it, putting it in the knowledge base so we can reference to it and people can understand the train of thought and
Bohemian's
what we're talking
retroactive.
about.
So yeah, there's we have been working with the authors ever since we started talking about these kind of guidelines, these guideline changes, and so all the authors are already aware of this stuff. Anyone we've helped through PIP draft and sent to the foundation they're already aware of them.
I wanna address Bohemian's point because we thought of
Please.
that ahead of time, and my computer is fighting me right now. Hold on. Okay, so what Bohemian said is, do any changes need to be ratified? The answer is no, because we already ratified them. And let me show you what I mean. In the refresh, we put that rulemaking can be done within the knowledge base. That was one of the major fixes from that PIP 4 didn't address. That PIP 10 said a knowledge base was being created and that the DAO Council would have the authority to implement rulemaking, which basically means like structuring of the PIP and all the sorts of stuff that we do when we review it. So I instituted that in PIP 24. Where does it say knowledge base? Here. Proposals shall follow the guidelines in the Star Atlas DAO knowledge base, which contains additional requirements for creating a proposal.
Oh.
So to answer your question,
Yeah.
Bohemian, they are ratified.
And just
The process is
explain
ratified.
the idea is to have an organic document live that is the reference that the present council is taking. Every council member can adapt it to the way they're working and the conversations they have with the foundation and automata. So this is why it's important to be a little flexible, because otherwise we would have to be voting pips every couple of months for no reason, for simple things that is just common sense, like, hey, we had these issues, we talked with the team, we talked with automata, we feel like it's better if we split the risk in 3 payments now instead of 1 payment up front because we had this situation. So this gives us this flexibility to adapt those rules, and then it's easy to edit, it's easy to correct, it's easy to evolve, it's easy to improve. So that's the reasoning behind that.
And Bohemian, the answer is yes, it does create a loophole. Both Automata and the council are aware of that, and we're paying very close attention to it.
Well, that we're informing the community through the knowledge base
And
and
right
through
now.
the live chats and through these meetings and through the feedback on the pips. We're not doing anything here that we're not already doing when we get feedback on the pips, and that's an integral part of the process. So there's nothing new here. We're just putting in black and white what we are doing here in a live document. That's all.
All right, let's go. What's next?
Okay. the Rogue Data Hub slippage and future payments, which ties into the Atlas PIPs. So this was the conversation in the kitchen with Swags. It's a freckle, not over my head, but I guess to give people some context, we went to pay Rogue Data Hub. We paid them $2,100 for their first payment, and their Swag says, I think we still have an issue we need to resolve with respect to the Atlas tips. So you were kind of going over some of this with him, Signal, the other day.
I'm sorry, which topic are we on right now?
We'll just call it Atlas caps and pips.
Oh,
I thought you guys might need to help me out here.
Okay. So this is probably related to what I was asking him in the kitchen, right? Where
Yep.
I think we discovered a point that we hadn't talked about as a council, and I don't think I am happy with the decision that we've currently made, or that was we were talking about. Let me go pull it
Which
up.
is that there's no floor and we just leave it how it is.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Signal. You and I, we were the ones that went at it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay. So Signal. Can you tell me what is the nature of the problem? Because I didn't see it the way you see it.
Yeah, sure, no problem at all. As tokens get lower and lower, you're going to be less and less capable of doing all kinds of different tasks, which I'm not sure when the founding pips were created for creating this 5% cap. I don't think the people who created it ever pictured that we would be in the situation we're in now, where that 5% becomes like, I don't know, $3,000, or $3,600 and getting lower. We're kind of creating a situation where there's whole classes of ideas and things that people just aren't going to be able to propose if we don't institute some kind of floor to protect the minimum value of a ceiling of a pip. I think it leads to disengagement, more complicated proposals where people try to multi-proposal things just to accomplish the same thing. I think it disincentivizes participation. It will increase complexity of proposals submitted to council.
And this all happened because I'm rolling up in our kitchen chat.
Tokens went down. That's all.
This all happened because they denominated an atlas, but we're paying.
Yes.
They denominated in USDC.
Yeah, thank you. They denominated in USDC, and we were paying an atlas. And at the time, it was under the was it 12 million atlas cap?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the USD was valuated below the atlas cap, but now that volatility has hit, they are.
It's kind of why denominating in USD is pointless.
Yeah.
So like
you're denominating in a currency that you can't guarantee the value of.
So like, for example, this Rogue Data Hub in their PIP under summary, they're requesting 8,820 USDC from the DAO Treasury to fund RDH. The initial payment of 2,100, which we just paid, and then 6720 at some point after that. So we owe them 8,820, but there's an Atlas cap. If I'm understanding it correctly.
Yeah. So when we originally calculated this, it was under the atlas cap, but now because of volatility, it no longer is.
All right. So this is nothing new. We have dealt with this numerous times. What has been the answer from the team in the past is that they would honor the amount of USDC equivalent that was, when the vote happened, when the vote passed, that they would honor that, and that's what we have done in the past.
Yeah,
now.
that was my understanding. I
That
think
doesn't mean that they cannot change their mind and that they could decide now that the cap is a cap. But that's what we have done in the past. So in theory, we owe them $5,000.
yeah, so Signal, that was my understanding, but you seemed like you were given a pretty convincing case as to why that was a losing strategy.
But then also in that conversation that you were having with Signal was for PG's PIP, the Star Seekers, which hasn't passed yet. So the Rogue Data Hub passed, PG's hasn't even went to vote yet. So that's the difference between the two, just to be aware.
And by the way, that strategy of putting the value in USDC was also suggested by the team. They do want that. That's not a mistake. That's by design, because that's what protects us in the case of the opposite volatility when the price goes up. So I think they have been more willing to take one for the team when it's coming down because they also feel a little responsible. But when it goes the other way, they also want to be protected, and they want to make sure that a PIP that was approved for $5,000 doesn't get $30,000.
Gotcha. So in this case, if we do the letter of the law, then they're going to receive more than the 11.2 million Atlas cap because at the
Yes,
time their 8,000 USDC was worth less than 11.2 million, and now that those volatility has changed, they still will get 8,000 but in Atlas at the time of payment. So that's where I think the rub is for Signal, is at the time of
correct. And
payment.
this has happened several times before. This is nothing new. Again, we just gotta make sure that there hasn't been a change in policy from the team. What I got was more concerns about recurring payments and stuff that I think we already cleared that. So I don't think there is really we have a case in our hands, but I would double check with the team and when the time comes with the next console.
Okay.
Yeah,
Signal?
Bohemian, we just went over that. It does create this kind of situation, but it also creates the opposite when Atlas goes up.
Yeah.
And we went over that ad nauseum with Swags.
Yeah,
when
it's
we
a
were writing-
protection.
A lot. We went over
writing
that a lot.
23.
Okay. Signal, what's your, I guess we'll give you the last shot then on this. What's your opinion on how we should treat this?
What do you mean, as an issue overall?
Like,
Or for
so,
Rogue Data Hub.
so pending no other like change in policy, they're gonna get more than the 11.2 million Atlas because volatility change since they originally approved for that 8,000 USDC. Do I understand your position
I
is
think
that
it's
that's a
fair
bad
because
strategy, right?
it passed and then the tokens changed value. And they did denominate in USD and we did vote it in. And there being a shift in value over the course of that time. It's tough, but meaning I would support the original proposal at its cost.
That's the value the
Okay, got
policyholder
it.
voted for anyway.
Yeah. Okay, got
In
it.
my opinion, that's why I think it makes sense, and I'm glad that the team is honoring that. I think it's good, and I hope there's going to be the opposite case soon, and the price is going crazy up, and people are going to have to settle to whatever they say that it was the USDC.
Yeah, I
Touch and
think
wood.
we can't set a precedent of if someone has a proposal that they got elected and it was voted in by the DAO in good faith, if they get halfway into that proposal and because our token went down 60%, they go deeply negative or they have to shut down the thing that they were doing to begin with. Just because we have like this phased payout system. I don't want the phased payout to be a source of punishment for the person. It's meant there to just be accountability. You'd have people that would be scared of what would happen if I get something passed and then tokens drop. Well, I have to abandon what I'm doing. I think it just it's less messy to, okay, this was approved. It was approved on X date. This was the amount of Atlas that would be worth this amount, and making sure that they get the correct amount of total USDC value.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. So it sounds like we all agree on that one then. So, as free people trying to figure out what it is we're talking about, Rogue Data
Yeah,
Hub.
no, there was a different comment. When he got the payment now and he did the thing, it was less than the 2100, and it was like he was missing like $7, and he was asking if he should add them to the invoice, which
Yeah,
I don't
so
know.
we're switching subjects on you.
Yeah, but it was
yeah.
to complete this. I imagine this is the same. It's the same PIP. So
Yeah, that part I wasn't really
I-
too worried about because it's whatever. But PIP 21 was approved for 8,000 USDC in October 2025. And when the exchange rate was closer to the top up, which was 11.2 million Atlas, was worth 10,000 USDC. But by the time payment is to be made, the exchange rate for Atlas would exceed the payment for Atlas would exceed the 11.2 million cap when calculating the 8.8k USDC amount owed. Okay, so going policy or the current policy, Automata supports honoring the USDC amount, and we say we support that too still. And unless things change, then that's what we expect will happen.
Yep.
Okay.
So the
done.
second part of this, the Rogue Data Hub, they were, by the time Swags calculated the $2,100 payment and got the necessary signatures on the multi-sig, and then by the time Soulwalker swapped it from Atlas to USDC, it lost $7 value. And we dealt with this before, so he's $7. We went round and round on this the last 9 months as well, and I don't know that we ever came up with a great solution, did we?
I thought the solution was we weren't going to nickel and dime. We were going to give them the exchange rate when it was paid, and then that was what it's going to be. Oh, I remember. We changed the process to where the exchange would be done at the last second by Automata.
correct.
Right, but even at that, he lost $7.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's where it rubs me wrong for two reasons. One, that we cannot control when he does the exchange, and it was just $7. So if we are gonna take a hit to honor what was voted on and give him a few extra million Atlas, I just find it petty that we are charged $7, but that's gonna be on the plate of the next council. But if it was me, I don't know.
We had decided as a team, go back and look in our notes, that's what it was going to be. We were going to adjust the process to the calculation being made, and that was where we were going to end it.
Correct.
Okay. I still support
Okay,
that
I just
route.
wanted.
All right. In that case, I'll just keep it simple and communicate that.
Yeah.
Do you want
Sorry.
to tell him, or do you want me to
That's
tell him?
I can do it.
Okay.
And I'll put on the matter of $7 exchange volatility. SAC2 agrees to stick to the adjusted payment process of Automata calculating exchange rate at the time of payment, and any volatility experienced. I don't know how to say this. It's an unfortunate reality. It's gonna have to be accepted. Is what?
Is what it is.
Yes, but how do I
Your
say that
official
professionally?
stance is it is what it is.
Will need to be accepted, I guess. I have to say. I
There
don't
you
No,
go.
know.
after that is beyond our control. Period. That's an
Yeah.
elegant way to say you
Is an
can fuck off.
accepted risk and beyond the control of SAC2 and Automata. Okay. I guess I'll just SAC2 because
Okay.
I won't speak for them. All right, let's go. What else? Discord system.
It is 3:00. Are you guys good to talk about?
I got 10 minutes.
Okay. I would like your guys' input, or so if we do need to create a system, that it doesn't
feast.
all fall on the next one.
Okay. So right now
So,
you're doing this via like the forum, right? You're pulling open the forum and reading the responses?
so the way I do the feast is it's all in DMs, which I don't like. So I communicate with the folks that are asking for money. I DM them. I say, hey, you guys have to make sure you follow this, this, and this. When you're done, send me the pictures, send me receipts, send me the media links. I verify it and then I bring it to you guys. That's not the cleanest way to do. So I wanted your
You were
guys'
doing that.
input. Yep.
Yeah, we should probably change that.
So I don't know the best way to do it. So here we are. If we create another Discord X, Y, and Z, Santi's going to shoot us. But I don't like that I don't necessarily like that it's just me and them DMing. So I wanted your guys' thoughts. Do we create a thread just like we did the PIP payments where all the
What do you need a thread for again?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. So like the
Yeah.
arena
Emperor.
and Dowcasters, when we need to get information from them, like, hey, Dowcasters, you did X, Y, and Z. We need proof of it. How do they get us that proof?
I got it.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, that would be the easiest. Create a thread channel
In the
and give them a
voting.
role.
In the voting thread for Iris Bounty, create a sub-thread in there. Do you know how to do that?
But there's I know how to do it, but I'm just saying, like, it's not necessarily public information. Like our PIP payment.
What is not public,
thread,
Emperor?
Like the PIP disbursements, how we do that now, where I'm talking to.
No, I understand what you want to do. My question is, what is not public from the information that would stop us from doing it in an already living thread?
That's why I need your guys' input, because I'm not sure. Maybe so. What is required for the Dowcast? They have to get us.
They have to make a couple of posts a week. They have to make participate in a couple of in a brew a month.
So
and
the question
what else,
is,
Signal?
are they sharing their email or wallet information? That's really probably what it is. Have you been talking about that in your DMs?
I do with the.
Well, we are dispersing money to them. So why don't we just manage it in the PIP disbursement channel?
That's my question.
That's a good idea. I like that.
So like sometimes, like James, some of the invoices that people send has their like real name on it, which I encourage them to like cross it off. Right. And it has like their location. Like it's just doxing stuff that doesn't necessarily need to be public. I'm just
if it's for disbursement, I think it makes sense. If it was for content and following up on them, it could be done on the PIP thread. But yeah, I would do it on the disbursement channel.
Let's do disbursement. It's already a closed off thing, and by that point, I mean, we don't really have any need to share the applicant information with the public. So let's just do it in disbursement.
So do we put just the payment stuff in disbursement and put the other stuff under the voting thread, like a sub thread under their voting?
I mean, let's just put it all in disbursement. Because at best though, what we do is we talk about it here, and like you share your screen or I share my screen, and that's it. Like that's all we're doing is sharing the information. So they're already pre-approved, so I don't think there's much that we need to be talking about.
So like with Dowcasters, all of the social media posts and everything, we want that to be public and just the payment stuff to be behind the private thread.
I think to make it easy, we put it all in disbursements and then share whatever we need to share in DAO chat or whatever, which I don't think we need to share anything. Have we shared anything?
No, I'm working on that report.
Okay, I got you. Then we put that one in DAO reports.
Right.
Okay. All right, cool.
I just wanted to go over this and get
Signal and I are shouting silently that's the next console problem.
No, I wanted your input first, though.
Yeah, let's do pip disbursement to keep it easy, and then we'll branch out from there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Right. Would it be the same thing for the arena? Or
Yeah.
We're going to need Santi to create a role for that. So that's going to be next year.
Yes, arena
Mhm.
as
then-
well.
Just a heads up. That's why I'm saying that it's the next council.
I know, that's why I'm starting it now.
So we all agree, put it in
Is-
disbursement channel, right, Signal?
I apologize, my friend. What was that?
Do you agree that
That
we
is, you agree
should,
that this person channel is the place to reach out to them on those
instead
details.
of Emperor's DMs?
Yeah, no, it should not be an Emperor's DMs.
Well, here's the thing. So I'll push back a little.
Oh,
So
Lord.
the feast, it's $500, and that's all just with me. And then I do put it under, like if you guys go to the PIP disbursements, I put the Iris Bounty feast. I created my own thread, and I have been putting what they send me in that thread for historic reasons.
That's fine. as
But
long as
trying,
it's re-
yeah. So, but trying to get a role, every PIP disbursement for every Iris Bounty feast, there'd be 8 or 9 different people that have to come in there, and Santi would have to get them the role, and we all know how that works sometimes.
No, that's fair. As long as it's being recorded.
I
And,
can't
the
see
big
anything.
thing, the big thing where I would be anti-DM is just, well, how do we verify the facts of these things, or if something happens to you, how do we stay on top?
Right.
I don't have access to pip disbursements. Am I supposed to be seeing some more threads in there?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't exactly know.
okay. So you create a thread in pip disbursements? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if you click on PIP disbursements and then you click on the little threads thing,
Yeah, I
you can
can't
see
see
all
anything. It's locked.
Hmm.
Can you link me your thread in council chambers, and I'll see if I can get it, and if not, I'll yell at Santi.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we should move it all to the pips disbursement, and then if we have a need
But how
to share,
many? So for the DAO casters, Santi would have to give 5 people roles under 5 different threads, which isn't a big deal. Same thing with the arena. I suppose that wouldn't be a big deal either. Whereas feast, there's like 9 people, so
yeah,
the feast maybe is a little bit different.
there's maybe no good answer to that other than disbursements. I mean, so we think we can all agree that your DMs is not the right place.
Not for the feast, or
Anything.
not for. Dude, we'd have to create 9 different roles every tip disbursement for the feast. I'm just saying
9
it's
different
gonna. You think
roles?
stuff is. Yeah,
Just
so if
create
we put it
one.
under PIP disbursements, doesn't Santi have to let a certain amount of people in? He has to give them that special role.
Yeah, he can create one more role for them, and they all go into that role, and that's it.
No, what he's
But
saying
we're
is
at-
that you'd have to. I don't know. I'll go into a Discord where I'm an admin. I think you can add individual people as.
You can.
But Santi does that.
You're right. Santi does that exactly. There's no good answer
And
because
I
we
can't
can't do it.
even.
Yeah, but once you create the role once, it's created, and you don't have to do it ever again. You just gotta every
No.
3 months take it off 5 people and give it to 5 new.
No, Carlos, you'd have to do it every single time. You create a thread and then you would designate
Oh yeah,
that
but the
person.
thread we create the thread. We don't depend on Sandy. We only depend on Sandy to create the role to give access. That's it.
There is no role. You go into it, you right click it, and then you type in the person's name who you need to see the thread, and then you click view thread once you type them in. You have to do that for every single thread every time.
Yes. But that thread, the original channel, is in a hidden place. They need a role to get there. We do that with Santi every time.
Okay. Apparently, I don't even have
Yes.
that role because I can't see anything.
No, you can. You just gotta go to the top of the channel and go to the little thread symbol and click on it, and you will see the list of them. They hide.
Chambers for you.
Holy smokes, I do see it now. Okay. Disregard.
Yeah, that's easy. But again, next council.
That's been y'all's thing this whole
Mm-hmm.
time, so I haven't even looked at it. Okay, I think
like Signal
Emperor.
and I are doing virtual high fights here.
Emperor, I think we should move it to disbursements and then see what breaks or who yells at us.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the bottleneck is going to be getting rolls. Do you know how long it took us to get Soulwalker the roll to get PIP disbursement for him? It took like a month and a half.
I get it, but what's
just
our
for
alternative?
one person.
The real solution is give council themselves higher Discord permissions.
I already asked.
And then they
denied.
can spin off roles inside of all of their
Not with that. That's not going to happen because you give permissions to the whole server, not only to our section. You cannot
do it to
isolate
just a
our
section. Yeah, you can do it just a section.
It's a great idea. You should give council godlike powers.
The only alternative we have, Emperor, is we create our own Discord, or we. Actually, I don't know if there's any other option.
I'm just saying this is going to be a major pain in the ass bottleneck.
Yeah. Sorry,
on record.
Sorry to everybody. I don't see another way.
No, I'm fine with it for arena DAO casters because it's not nearly as many as the feast. But we beat this thing to death.
Okay. I gotta go soon.
That's all I had on my agenda.
All right. Next meeting is January 10th. We're taking
2
weeks off. Okay. Around the room, anyone? Carlitos, you got anything?
No, and we meet 10th, and then the council takes over on the next day.
Oh my gosh, that's right. That's our last meeting.
Yeah, we do need to program an internal meeting with Wagner. All of us, new and old council, he asked us for that, so we need to do that for January, and we still have a few things that we need to sort out regarding multi-sig wallets and just make sure there's no pending stuff there. The accounting page, there's a bunch of stuff we still need to figure out that we should start touching about in chat during this time, if we can.
Yep, I figured we'd do it after January 1st, between the 1st and the 10th sometime.
Yeah, on the 2nd of January, I'm starting traveling, so I'll do my best. I should have decent internet hopefully at the hotel, but we'll see.
All right. That'll conclude meeting 36 then. See y'all January 10th, which is our last meeting. That's so crazy to say. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Peace.
Peace. Agent Solus, I don't know if you're still here, but we went over it earlier. Lands